Greetings and welcome back, everyone, to From the Depths and to... Where are my ships? There's my ship. Oh, what just happened? We've won? No. Wait. Oh, I see what's happened over there. The Sobeks have just... No. Try to leave. Ooh, try not to get too close to one another if you could avoid it. Thank you. And you go down there. Right, it looks like the Sobeks entered this region, but this enemy force had just left it, so this was basically undefended, so we claimed it instantly. Now, in the last episode, we left on a bit of a cliffhanger. We have, by the looks of it, 3 Marauders. We also have a couple of Vanguard. No, actually, these are different sizes. That's a Shuriken, a Doc Grumbleton. I have no idea what that is. And a couple of air units as well. Some Hoplites. That one looks like an air unit too, actually. So the Doc Grumbleton is probably an air unit. Okay, well, in this episode, we're going to be starting more or less straight away with an attack. I'm going to be leading the fight from the Kuroro. Let's head up there. Hello, Kuroro. We can see the whole world from up here. Now, I have taken some advice, and I've put 2 points into Space Captain, so hopefully this is going to be increasing the... dense air altitude, so we're going to be able to go a little bit higher just with our balloons, but it is time, I think, to bring the Kuroro into the fight. So you go ahead and load it. Why? This is not good. Why are we plummeting into the ground? Oh no. Scallywaggery. Engage. I forgot about that. Yes. We started higher than where the balloons would kick in. So, yeah, that was a bit silly of me, really. Okay, now let's come back out of that. Right, the enemy are rushing towards us. We are already up to 325 meter altitude. Let's have a little bit of a glance at our opponents, shall we? These must be the Hoplites. What are you armed with? You're armed with missiles and a propeller there. We've got... Are you the Doc Grumbleton? Are you just, like, repairs? Oh dear, what's happening? Oh dear, they're launching missiles at us. I don't like that at all. In fact, I'm actually pretty afraid of that. Okay, right, well, we're going to just go ahead. I was going to have a proper look at them first, but Sobek, Eric Martin, you are engaged. You are clear to engage. Also, moving on to combat AI. Take them out, please. There we go. First initial volley. Coming in very nice there. Hopefully you can do enough damage to prevent that very spiky looking cannon at the front from killing you. There we go. Oh my lord, that was fantastic. That was glorious. Did you hit any ammo or anything? No, I don't think you did. Oh, that's a little bit of a shame. Where's the next volley? Oh, they've decided to go elsewhere, actually. They're going for the plane over there. It's the Heat Seekers. Okay. Well, you've smashed up some AI. You may have actually taken out that weapon. I'm not sure what you've decided to aim for, but okay, this Vanguard looks to be utterly destroyed at this point. That weapon has been really badly damaged. Still there, but, well, we'll see. We will see. Okay, how are we doing in the Kuroro? They are actually shooting at us. That's a little bit of a concern. Alright then, well, I think it's perhaps time that we consider adding some quick in the middle of combat weapon systems. So let's go for wood blocks, 4 meters. We want it to be colored black, I think. Would this be a bad... No, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's make it one of the ones that's going to be facing the enemy, though. That's going to be a pain. Yes. Right, so we want to lock it going down that way. There. We go, and we are going to want to... I know. But before you say anything, I realize there's a time and a place to be trying to make something look beautiful, and this is probably not it. However, I find myself finding it hard to care, basically. Right, we are going to want a new object. We want just a regular 360 turret, or should we go for a precision turret? I'm going to say A regular turret. We'll do things a little bit differently. And we want this to be red, if you would be so kind. Now, I want this rotated like that. I'm facing down. About there. Okay, so we've got our turret. Next up, we want some blocks. This is going to be a basic mine layer system. Nothing too fancy. We don't have time for fancy at this point. Wood block here, here. Here just to connect it, because ultimately I want to get this to be a 4-beam. And the reason for that is because it's going to be a little bit harder to destroy. They are a little bit more hardy, I find. Place that one there as well. And there we go. Boom. Right. Okay. So that's part of the weapon system in place. The next part, we want a missile system. So the missile control block. And I would like this not to have a color so I can easily see where it is. We want that to be set up on the primary. We want the whole turret itself to be set up on primary. Number 1. Now, for the missile system, this is going to be a mine system, so I actually don't want anything else. Attached to a customized missile construct to stop heat-seeking and sonar missile from targeting friendly units. Don't need one. Flat out don't need it if this is just going to be a mine system. So, okay, I'm fine with that. Next, then, let's get a 6-way controller. And this point, we want it to start being red. I don't want this system to be too large. We'll have... You know what? We could even have the AI on this system. Yeah, we could have the AI just flat out on this system right there. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, okay. Oh, we're losing parts. This is not good. This is quite frightening. I'm hoping that the Sobex are going to be able to deal with this. We'll have... Ooh, I want the mirror line. Let's pop that back down. Now, I want ejector add-ons. Let's lock this in position so I can rotate it. There we are. One on each side. We want one there and one at the top as well. There we go. So these are going to have a fair bit of kick because we're not going to be putting any sorts of thrusters on this. These are going to be mines. I don't want thrusters. We don't need them. How big are we going to make these mines? We're going to make them too long. Now, I have been playing around with mines in the vehicle design, just seeing what makes for a good mine. And I have a bit of a design here, a Porcupine Mark II. I'm quickly going to show this to you. There's not so much reason to be showing me designing that on camera, but there we are. Explosive magnet. Mostly, I was just looking to see how magnets really work, the kind of delays and things like that. But this may as well be a useful one. The fragmentation design angle is 50 degrees, fragmentation cone angle, 2 explosive warheads, and a magnet which will engage after 5 seconds. So that is going to be the mine system. It should have been set up on both sides. We now want the AI, which should be... Where are you, AI? Local weapon controller. There we go. Pop that there. That can be red as well. Actually, no, let's not make that one red. Let's have this one be clear because then I can easily see where it is. Now, the other things I do want to be red, so we want a fail-safe. There we go. And finally, we want a wireless receiver. Let's get you attached properly. And, of course, facing the right way. So there we are. Wireless receiver in place. It is controlling 2 weapons. Really? Why is it controlling 2 weapons? I don't understand that at all. Should be controlling 1. Oh, it's controlling both here and here. It only actually needs to be controlling this, but okay. That's fine. Right, okay, so our weapon system is there. Next up, we actually need a few other things. Let's actually have a look at how the fight's going on out there, though. Because we are losing components. They are shooting us fairly hard. Where are the Sobex? They're wiping out a Marauder. We've got one right underneath us right now. It's not so good. Right then. We want a AI system. Let's get the AI mainframe. Let's make sure it's nice and visible. We'll go with gold. Turn that off. There we go. AI mainframe. Actually, you know what? Let's have the AI there. And it looks like that. So it'll be a left and right. Let's go for a card slot. Where are you? Left, right. Pop that in there. We want a target prioritization. Oh, is that not working? What did I put there? Well, that should be an AI mainframe. Okay, I got that wrong then. Front, back. Oh, yes, of course. I wanted to be front, back. I was being silly. Then... There's actually nothing really that I want from that. Nothing else, anyway. We'll leave this on... We want crew player AI. Propulsion, I don't really care about those. We'll leave that as is. So it'll go for anything that's got a controller in it. And finally, we want a... Go back. Wireless transmitter. There we go. You know what? We'll put an aim point selection. We might as well. Aim point selection. There we go. So that should now be trying to fire on things, but we've got no ammunition for it, which is a huge problem. Now, this is going to be heavy. This is the problem. Its weight is 0.4, whereas wood is 0.1. It's 4 times as heavy, but I feel that we're going to need a proper armored area if we're going to be having ammo in here. Color picker. Let's go with... You know what? Let's actually go with something else. Let's do this. Right, so we want that. There we are. So we've got a proper armor there. We'll have a little bit of metal blocks in black. There we go. Actually, I want the mirror line here. Okay, and finally, now we want resources. So, ammo barrels. No color, please. Oh, of course, I haven't got anything for it to be built on. Oh, dread. Blocks. Getting ahead of myself here. We'll go with... no. Black blocks. There we are. And... There we go. Right, now we want to go back to no color, resources... Ammo barrels. There we go. That should do it. Launching its mines. Let's have a look at how this is working. There we are. Oh, look at that. Glorious. Mines away! More mines. Now, it's not going to have a very large area of attack here, but... that is glorious. That's going to hurt. That is really going to hurt. Yes, it is. It's just smacked into my radar dish. You scalawag! Well, to be fair, it's not actually getting through, which is interesting. And those mines have just torn that thing apart. Oh, I'm liking that. Anything below the Kororo right now, or even a little ways nearby, because the 3 ejectors would probably be able to punch them out to about here. Well, maybe not quite that far out. But, you know, get a good distance on them. That worked very well, I feel. Very well indeed. Well done, Kororo. Now those mines are just going to sit there. Okay, well, I'm really happy with that, actually. So happy, in fact, that I'm thinking... we're going to add another side to it. Actually, before we do that, alright, you guys, let's have you around here. No? Don't feel like it today? Okay, let's pull you out then. Let's have you... we want to try and protect ourselves from this area. Don't get too close to the... in fact, let's spread you apart a little bit, I think. 4 meters. I'm not sure that... 7 meters. No, don't. Just be at 0. You silly ships. There we go. Alright, okay. That worked well. Have we got anything incoming? No. But we've got a couple of places that we can attack next. And we really, really need to get over there pretty soon, honestly. Right then. Let's get this mirrored onto the other 4 sides. Do we actually need that many? Because right now, one of the big problems is this can't... Well, it can aim up a little bit. It can aim out just a tad. We could try just with 2 systems and see if that's enough. I think it might be okay. So let's smarten you up just a little bit more. Kroro is far too pretty of an outpost for me to just leave like that. No? Have I locked? Oh, I'm still locked, yeah. Okay. There we go. That should be right. There we are. Okay, so we want the same on this side. I could have done that with mirror line, but considering I was just going to have to do the beam as well anyway. Not too much of a worry. And there we go. Okay, now what I'm not going to do is be silly about this. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to press that. I am going to select save sub-object as this. We will call this Kroro Mine. There we are. Fantastic. Right, now we want to go back to editing the hull. So left square bracket. And then we want to use a new sub-object, a 360 turret. That's good. And we want it to be placed roughly the same spot. So about there. We are. And lock in the position. Rotate it. So it's pointing down. And there we go. Fantastic. Now, I'm not really sure how far back this can pitch. Honestly, there's a little part of me that's like, well, maybe I should have built this slightly differently. There's a lot of room for improvement on this, but I don't think it needs to be any more complex than it currently is. Perhaps everything here, because I guess I was kind of thinking that this was going to be much longer. I could have had this entire system built on those 3. Probably would have been a bit better, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But it'll do, I think. It'll do. Let's see. What are you set to? You're set to 1. What about you? I think we probably should put a maximum range to engage. Let's say 600. I've no idea how far these can fire out. They're probably not even close to that. So let's set that to 500 instead. And then resave this. Because I don't want to have to save that again. So delete that. Save sub-object. Oh, I've got to edit it. My bad. There we are. Perfect. And back over to the other one. There we go. And then set this to 600 as well. 500 as well. Alright, there we are. I am pretty happy with the way that's all been set up. Come out of build mode. Are we good with the ammo? We've got 1,800 ammo. It's a passive ammo supply, so it'll naturally generate more. And the Kroro is capable of taking out at least some small ground targets. Or rather, ocean targets. Now, we could send out some of our forces to have a bit of a scrap. And I'm liking that idea. We've got a lot of resources right now. You know what? Let's bring in the Home Sweet Home and Wander. Let's allow them to continue fixing the Wander. Make sure the Wander's AI is turned off. Oh, actually, on. Your AI should always be on. Attacking salvage currently, that's fine. I am really liking this. I'm so tempted. Damn it! I need to make this... the Kroro needs a little bit more style. It's a very stylish bot, but it needs a little bit more still. There we go. And I know, I'm putting glass where ammo is, but I kind of feel a little bit confident about this area because it's above where the ammo is. That is probably going to come back and bite me in the bum. I absolutely know it. But I find it hard to care. I like it too much. I'm not going to change it. Now, how high are we up? We're at 301. That's probably the extra weapon systems, which are heavy, and also the metal. Not great, but manageable, I feel. Manageable. All right, let's see what's down here. I'm thinking we should probably go and engage the enemy locations. But I'm going to take Kuroro out of play for now. I'm going to warp over to Home Sweet Home. So the starting fortress. And then we can just have a quick look at the Wander. Once again, we're a little bit too low down. I don't know why that keeps happening. I probably need to push an origin block down a little bit. Build an origin block and set it down a bit so that this fortress doesn't spawn right in the water all the time. But it looks like the Wander is coming together pretty well. Oh, we've already used up all of metal. Well, drat. I guess the Wander uses quite a lot. Okay. I mean, you know, I don't have anything against that. I think what I'll be doing is I'll have the Wander in the starting fortress fleet. And it can just be a defense for the starting fortress. And I'm probably going to do that with any enemy vehicles that I take captive for now. Until we actually build a proper dock, like a fort. I'm thinking built into a mountainside with proper docks. And I'm going to basically have it like a bit of a museum, a trophy grounds. Where I'm going to put any captured enemy vessels. Only one of. If I've already got one of that type of vessel, I'm just going to scrap it for parts. But I'll preserve as much history of this battle as I can with our HQ, our home base. So first and foremost, then let's have you merge fleets with Home Sweet Home. There we go. And you know what? Home Sweet Home is a little bit damaged. I'm not liking that at all. So where can I put some repair bots? That's what I'd like right now. Let's go to miscellaneous repair bots. Oh. Wow, it's not going to be happening then. That's a bit of a disappointment. I'll be honest with you. But all right. Okay, well, I think we've done enough in this particular episode. We've fought off that enormous battle. Would you not do that? Just instead be there for me? That'd be grand. There we go. Why are you so low down? I have no idea. But you decided to be very low down all of a sudden. I've lost all of the sight. But in the next episode, I think we're going to start having the Sobex move out to clear up some more of these areas. This place seems like a fairly good one to go and hit. And then we could hit this one as well. Just clear up the lands just around us. That way, if nothing else, I'll be alerted to the approach of enemies. Because suddenly I'll hear the lost battle music. The lost territory music. Because they'll have moved into an empty area and captured it straight away. So, you know, it can act as a kind of an early warning system, if you like. But I'm going to wait for the Kuroro to get all the way up. We could easily just take that one. Maybe have Kuroro... Once we've cleared out these areas, these three, I'll have Kuroro hold this position by itself. Ooh. Okay. We've got a strength 8, one enemy pillaging resources. Okay, well, that's fine. Because in the next episode, our Sobex are probably going to be here, and they will meet this enemy head-on. And this one. We'll allow them to merge, and we'll take them both on at the same time. Because that will make for a little bit more of an interesting fight. We'll have to see. But I do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and will be joining me for the next, where maybe we'll even have the Wander repaired. Possibly. Eventually. It may take a while. I'm really not sure how much metal resources that thing requires, but it's taking a long time to repair, which is worrying me a little bit. But that's going to be the end of this episode. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, from myself, the Sobex, the Kuroro, and the Wander, do take care.